Today, I want to share something important that might resonate with some of you. Please remember to take only what feels true to you and leave what doesn't. We are all walking different paths, and that's completely okay. If this message doesn't speak to you, that's fine, just move on. But for those of you who feel connected to this message, I encourage you to read on. This message is specifically for those of you who are on a journey of self-discovery, healing, or spiritual growth. If you are someone who is working on understanding who you are or trying to heal from past wounds, then this message is for you. You might already be aware of your purpose, or you might still be discovering it. Either way, I want to talk about something that can help you move forward on your path. You see, there's something important I want you to understand. Some of you are spiritually pregnant now. You might be wondering what that means, so let me explain. Being spiritually pregnant doesn't mean you're physically expecting a baby. Instead, it means that there's something inside you, your purpose, that is waiting to be birthed into the world. Just like a mother carries a baby until it's time for the baby to be born, you are carrying something amazing inside you. You're calling your unique purpose in life. And just like a pregnancy, this purpose needs time to grow, but there will come a time when it's ready to be brought out and shared with the world. It's important to understand that everyone's purpose is different. Some of you may already know exactly what your purpose is, but some of you might still be figuring it out. That's okay. We all have our own path to walk. There's no rush to figure everything out. What I want to remind you is that your purpose is within you, and it is meant to come to life. It is something you need to bring out, nurture, and share with others. And trust me when I say this, when you step into your purpose, you will experience so much joy and fulfillment. Now, I want to talk about what your purpose might look like. You might be thinking, what is my purpose? What am I meant to do well? Your purpose can show up in many different ways, and it doesn't have to look like what others are doing. There are many paths to fulfilling your purpose. Some of you might feel called to be a public speaker, a teacher, an actor, a fashion designer, or a doctor. Others might feel drawn to becoming a counselor, an artist, or even a pastor. There's no right or wrong answer here. Your purpose can show up in any number of fields, and it might not even be something you expected. The key is to not limit yourself. Many people think that purpose only exists in certain places like churches or religious settings. But God works in many ways, and your purpose doesn't have to be tied to one specific area. For example, maybe your purpose is to heal others, but not in a traditional church setting. Maybe your calling is to work in a hospital, or maybe is to provide healing through your words or your art. Whatever it is, know that your purpose can show up anywhere and is not limited to what others expect. What's important to know is that your blessings are connected to your purpose. When you step into your purpose and start living it out, you will experience blessings that you never imagined. This could be financial blessings, personal growth opportunities, or even the joy of seeing how your work is impacting others. The more you embrace your purpose, the more you will be aligned with the blessings that are meant for you. But how do you begin? How do you discover your purpose? Well, it starts by focusing on the things that excite you and bring you joy. If you're not sure where to start, think about the things that make you feel alive. What are the activities that make you lose track of time? What do you do that makes you feel good, like you're truly in your element? These are clues to your purpose. Sometimes it takes a little while to figure it out, but as you explore different things, you'll begin to see patterns. One way to start is by making a list of your passions. What do you love? What interests you? Write it all down. Then look over your list and pay attention to the things that make you feel the most fulfilled. What activities leave you feeling happy and energized? Once you identify those, focus on them. You don't need to have everything figured out right away. The key is to start somewhere, and over time, things will become clearer. I want to share an example from my own life to show you how this process works. In 2017, I discovered my passion for makeup. I had always been fascinated by it, so I decided to put in the time and effort to learn. I watched YouTube videos, practiced on myself, and then began doing makeup for my friends and roommates. It was something I truly enjoyed, and it brought me a lot of fulfillment to make others feel beautiful. I didn't know where it would take me, but I followed my passion, and it paid off. Over time, my interest changed. In 2019, I started getting into sewing and designing clothes. I had always loved fashion and creating things, so I decided to give it a try. I began making dresses for myself and my friends, and I loved seeing how people reacted when they saw the finished products. It made me feel good to know that I could make something that made others feel beautiful. This was another part of my purpose that I discovered by following my passions. The important thing here is that my journey wasn't always the same. My purpose evolved as I grew and changed. What was important at one point in my life was different at another time. But in every season, I was doing something that brought me joy and fulfillment. And that's what I want you to remember. Your purpose might change over time, and that's completely normal. The key is to listen to your heart and follow the things that make you feel happy and alive. You don't need to rush. There's no timeline for discovering your purpose. What matters is that you stay open to the journey and trust that your purpose will unfold when the time is right. Sometimes it takes time to uncover all the pieces of your purpose, but that's okay. You're on your own path and you don't have to compare yourself to anyone else. Your purpose is unique to you, and when you tap into it, you will feel a deep sense of fulfillment and joy. So, what I want you to take away from this message is this: your purpose is already inside you. It's waiting to be discovered, nurtured, and shared with the world. It's not about having everything figured out right now. It's about following your passions and allowing your purpose to unfold naturally. When you step into your purpose, you will experience blessings and joy that you never imagined. In 2019, I started feeling a sense of fulfillment in my life, but deep down, something was still missing. I was still struggling with confusion and searching for that one thing that would make me feel truly complete. Despite the progress I'd made in different areas of my life, I found that things like makeup and fashion, which I thought would bring me happiness, just didn't give me that deep sense of fulfillment I was craving. These things were fun and enjoyable, but they didn't give me that inner peace or satisfaction that I was looking for. I knew I was meant to do something more, but I wasn't sure what it was. I I spent a lot of time thinking about what could bring me true joy. What could I focus on that would make me feel like I was doing something that mattered, something that was aligned with who I really was? I knew that I loved talking to people, that I enjoyed listening to their problems, and that I wanted to help them. People often came to me for advice, especially about relationships, and I could tell that my guidance was helping them. It was a small thing, but it felt good to know that I could make a difference in someone's life by simply sharing my thoughts and experiences. As I reflected on this, I realized that maybe I was already doing something that mattered, even if I hadn't fully recognized it yet. My ability to connect with others and offer advice was something I loved. I began to think about how I could do more of this, how I could use my skills to help people in a bigger way. But even with these realizations, I was still uncertain. I still didn't know exactly what my purpose was or how to find it. In 2018, I created another YouTube channel. At the time, I didn't really understand why I was starting it. I just felt like I was being pulled in that direction. Looking back, I now realize that God was guiding me to create that channel. I started posting videos about relationships, and it felt like the right thing to do at the time. I didn't have a clear vision of what I wanted to accomplish with that channel, but I followed my instincts and kept going. As I continued making videos about relationships, I felt more connected to the idea of helping others with their personal struggles. Even though I didn't fully understand it at the time, I was being led down a path that would eventually lead to a greater purpose. I was still confused about where I was headed, but I trusted that things would become clearer as time went on. In 2019, I experienced what I now call my awakening. This was a turning point in my life when I began to understand that the journey I had been on wasn't about makeup or fashion, it was about something much deeper. It was about creativity, self expression, and helping others. I realized that these were the things that truly fulfilled me. I wanted to do something that made a difference, something that allowed me to connect with others and share my thoughts in a way that could help them. In 2020, as my awakening continued, I shifted my focus. I moved away from talking about relationships and began to explore other aspects of life, including spirituality, personal growth, and self discovery. I started talking about topics that felt more aligned with who I was becoming. I knew that I was on the right path, but it took time for me to fully understand where I was headed. This journey of self discovery wasn't easy, but it was important. It helped me realize that I wasn't just trying to help people with relationship advice, I was meant to help people in a much broader sense by guiding them toward their own personal growth and understanding. I kept the old videos about relationships on my channel because they are part of my journey. They show where I've been and how far I've come. But I also knew that I had to move forward to expand my fully forward, to expand my focus, and to use the lessons I had learned to reach more people. I wanted to be more than just someone offering advice on relationships. I wanted to be someone who could help others find their purpose, their passion, and their fulfillment in life. This shift wasn't easy, but it was necessary. It was the next step in my personal evolution. I'm sharing all of this with you because I believe that many of you are experiencing something similar. Maybe you're feeling lost, unsure of your purpose, or struggling to find something that truly brings you fulfillment. You might feel like you've tried many different things, but nothing seems to give you the deep sense of satisfaction that you're looking for. If that sounds familiar, know that you're not alone. Many of us go through this phase of confusion before we find our true purpose. If you're in this place right now, I want you to know that there's hope. God has a plan for you. And even if you're unsure of what that plan looks like right now, trust that it's unfolding. Often, the things we think will bring us happiness or fulfillment turn out to be just stepping stones guiding us towards something greater. You might not see it now, but every experience, every decision, and every challenge is leading you closer to your purpose. One thing I've learned is that when you're being drawn towards something, even if you don't fully understand it yet, it's important to follow that instinct. If you feel passionate about something, whether it's acting, speaking, makeup, art, or anything else, that passion is there for a reason. It might not make sense at first, but if it excites you, if it makes you feel alive, it's worth exploring. That's how I felt about talking to people and offering advice. It was something that brought me joy, and it felt like the right thing to do, even though I wasn't sure where it would take me. In 2022, I decided to restart my YouTube channel. I had learned so much in the years prior, and I felt ready to focus on what truly mattered to me. I realized that despite everything I had tried before, the thing that brought me the most fulfillment was helping people, sharing my knowledge and offering guidance. It wasn't about makeup, fashion, or anything else. It was about using my voice to help others grow, heal, and find their own path. I woke up every day excited to share messages with people, and even when I slept, I dreamed of helping others. It became clear to me that this was my purpose. When I look back at my journey, I can see how everything fell into place. The confusion, the struggles, and the doubts were all part of the process. They were helping me grow and helping me find my true calling. If you're feeling uncertain right now, know that your own journey is unfolding as well. You might not see it clearly, but God is leading you toward your purpose. Just trust the process. I know that sometimes it's hard to understand why things happen the way they do. You might feel isolated or like you're being pulled away from certain people or situations, but I believe that isolation is often a time of transformation. When you're alone, it's easier to hear your own thoughts, to connect with God, and to understand what you're really meant to do. It's a time for self reflection and growth. If you've experienced a breakup, a loss, or a period of loneliness, it might be because God is guiding you towards something greater. He's helping you understand who you really are and what you're meant to do with your life. I want to encourage you to keep going, even if you're not sure where you're headed. Keep following what excites you, what brings you joy, and what makes you feel fulfilled. You might not have all the answers right now, but trust that you're on the right path. Every step you take is leading you closer to your true purpose. God is with you every step of the way, and He's guiding you to something amazing. Your purpose is a powerful thing. It's what defines you and what announces you to the world. Think about it: when you know your purpose, you feel confident and others notice it too. It guides your decisions, shapes your actions, and even brings peace to your heart. So, in this season of your life, it's important to be clear and specific about what you want and need, especially when it comes to your purpose. If you're unsure about what your purpose is, there's a simple solution: ask God for clarity. It's easy to feel lost or unsure of why we're here, but the truth is, every one of us has a purpose. God wants us to know what it is, and He is ready to reveal it to us. So if you don't know your purpose yet, don't worry. Ask God for help and trust that He will show you the way. God is waiting for you to come closer to Him so that He can show you things that you don't yet understand. These are things you might not even know are already inside of you. I believe God is saying to you right now, come closer to me, and I will show you the great and mighty things that you don't yet know. This message is for those who are feeling uncertain, unsure, confused about their purpose. Maybe you don't know why you're here. Maybe you don't know what your mission in life is, or maybe you don't feel like you have a clear calling. But God is calling you to come closer to Him. He wants to show you your purpose, your mission, and what you are meant to do in this world. You might be feeling like you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, or that something inside of you is missing. But I want you to know that your purpose is already inside you, waiting to come out. It's there deep within your soul, and it's time for you to uncover it. It's time for the world to see it because your purpose is what announces you to the world. It's what will set you apart and make you unique. It's what you are meant to contribute to others, and the world needs to see it. I know that discovering your purpose can feel overwhelming, but there's a way to make it clearer. Ask God to reveal your purpose to you. You can pray saying, Dear Lord, show me my purpose. Help me to understand why I am here and what I am meant to do. Reveal it to me through people, through music, through movies, through books, or through anything else that you choose. Be specific in your request and trust that God will answer you. He wants you to have clarity and He is ready to give it to you. You may wonder why this is so important. Well, if you're still living and breathing today, that means you have a purpose. God is not done with you. Your life has meaning, and you have something important to contribute. This moment in time is not an accident. You are here for a reason, and God wants you to know that reason. He wants you to discover your purpose so that you can live a life that matters. That's why it's so important to draw closer to God and ask for clarity about your purpose. It's not just about knowing what to do, it's about understanding the deeper meaning behind your life. This is a season of discovery. God wants to reveal your purpose to you, but you have to be open to receiving it. You have to be willing to draw closer to Him, to seek His guidance, and to listen for His voice. Sometimes our purpose is not something that will happen overnight. It takes time and effort to understand it fully, but God is patient and He will show you the way step by step. I believe that your soul is already craving purpose. You are not here by accident. Your soul desires to be purposeful and to contribute to something greater than yourself. That's why it's important to focus on this season of discovering your purpose. God is ready to open the heavens and reveal your purpose to you. He wants to show you the great things you are meant to do. There is a reason you are here, and God wants to make that clear to you. This is a new season, a new beginning, and a new age. The world is changing, and there are many people who are meant to step into positions of leadership and influence. But you can't step into those positions if you don't even know who you are. That's why God wants you to focus on discovering your purpose. When you know your purpose, you can step into the role you are meant to play in this world. You can serve others, help those in need, and make a real difference. God wants you to be in a place where you are confident in your purpose, where you know who you are, and where you are ready to serve others. That's why it's so important to draw closer to God. He will help you understand who you are, what you are meant to do, and how you can be a blessing to the world. But first, you have to be willing to ask and seek. You have to draw near to Him with the intention of finding your purpose. Now, let's talk about something very important. Purpose and blessings go hand in hand. When you focus on your purpose, blessings will follow. But it's important to understand that money should not be your main focus. Purpose is not about chasing money or wealth, it's about serving others and giving of yourself. When you focus on serving, money will naturally follow, but it shouldn't be your main goal. When you pursue your purpose, your heart should be focused on making a difference in the world, not on gaining wealth. Purpose is about giving, not taking. It's about offering something to the world that only you can give. When you serve others and follow your purpose with a heart full of love and selflessness, the blessings will come. Don't chase after money. Instead, chase after purpose. When you focus on being of service to others, the money will follow, but it won't be the thing that drives you. Your passion, your love for what you do, and your desire to help others should be your focus. Money is just a byproduct of doing what you love and serving others. The more you focus on your purpose and on being of service to others, the more blessings will come into your life. I want to share something from my own journey. When I first started my career in makeup and sewing, my main focus was on making money. But over time, I realized that my true joy came from doing what I loved, from helping others feel beautiful and confident. Now, I know that when I focus on my purpose and my passion, the money will come. But it's the service to others that brings me fulfillment. That's the lesson I want you to understand. Purpose brings blessings. Money is not meant to be the first thing you focus on. Let it follow behind your purpose, not lead the way. If you focus on serving others, being kind, and doing what you love, the blessings will come naturally. Finally, remember this: many of you are meant for greatness. Some of you are meant to be in the spotlight, whether as an actor, a leader, or in some other way. But first, you have to discover your purpose. You have to practice behind the scenes and prepare yourself for the role that God has for you. Don't wait for the spotlight to find you. Start practicing and preparing now. Whatever your passion is, whatever your purpose is, start doing it today. I hope this message has resonated with you. I want to leave you with a thought that might help you as you discover your purpose. Pay attention to numbers and signs around you. Your life path number, your birth date, or even your birth month can give you clues about your purpose. Maybe you were born in April, September, August, March, or May. Or perhaps you have a connection to numbers like 4, 9, 8, 3, or 5. Your zodiac signs could also offer hints like Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Cancer, or Taurus. These are just ideas to guide you, but remember, the most important thing is to focus on discovering your purpose. In this season of your life, focus on your purpose. Whatever you are passionate about, that's what you should be doing. Trust that God will use it to elevate you and bring blessings into your life. You have a purpose, and it's time to find it. God is with you every step of the way. May you find peace, clarity, and purpose in this season of your life. Divine blessings to you.